As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Ready up, 6. Mike's 56. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Looking to throw. Love. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch a slant, watch a slant, watch a slant.
They'll try the left side. Boyd. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And to give this time to the tailback. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Back to throw. Love. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
Gets past one man. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Right there. Here we go. Waiting. Here we go. Check 3.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On first down, Wentz. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
82.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Got him in. It's Brown. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Right there, 54 miles. It's our time. It's our time.
Wentz now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here we go, pack. Waiting! 87.
Now Wentz on third down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll run on first down. It's Evans. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
Well, I'd say we're well past the time where we're trying to work out the kinks of the season, aren't we? We're already into week 3, and he's looking really, really strong. Already has won an AFC Player of the Week award.
Yeah, did that a week ago in week 2 with runs like that and then some. Throwing on first down. Love. And that is incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10.
Bring it.
To throw again. Love. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point forthcoming. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well, and they may have run into him after the kick went away. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, The only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Wentz. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Bengals.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check three, check three, check three.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Lefty, lefty.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 39, Wentz. And he will find his man on the outside. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Throwing is Wentz. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Things progressing to plan so far. The defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to have good ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Check, check. Man out, man out.
On first down, Evans. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
To throw on 2nd down, Love throwing the out route incomplete. It's Black. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 35. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the bootleg. Love. His throw caught at about the 5. And stopped a few shy of the goal line at the 3. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. 50. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. SOS.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriots score. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now stands at 13. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Right now in the second quarter on the defensive side, they got to feel pretty good about what they're doing.
They should embrace the feeling they have now, embrace the way that they're playing, and continue that through the half. I know defensive coordinators, sometimes they overthink it, start wondering how they're going to be attacked. Just keep doing what you're doing because it's working.
3rd catch of this first half for them, and this one is a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
At the 38-yard line.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
And the Bengals first down.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go. 180.
Now Wentz. They'll set up the screen here to mix it. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Wentz. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 33.
One of the advantages of zone defenses, I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. Third down.
So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
To throw, it's Wentz. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, it's Wentz. The catch is made by the tight end, Nauta. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
54.
Hey, seat 6. Seat 6.
Now Wentz again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And his kick here is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is
I'm
doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a handoff working right. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Boyd. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love looking left side, and it's complete. 22 yards there, a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down now, it's Evans, and he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
You got nothing.
On 2nd down, it's Evans, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Looking to throw. Love. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's his second sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Recon, 152 fighter.
Check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50.
Hey, Ford Tokyo.
I got you, boy.
Now Wentz. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Drop deep, drop deep. Watch H3, 218. Chopper, chopper. Orbit.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. In for the score. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Wentz going to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
Red, Nate, Reed, check 56. Oh, you got deep? And go.
On first down, it's Boyd. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
56, Wild Bill, Wild Bill. Delta, 56.
To throw on 2nd down, Love. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Take over at first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. 2
yards. First down, Cincinnati.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Sunday.
Wentz now to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Flush to his right. Going to throw right side here, complete. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Man 5-7.
Mike 50.
On first and 10, here's Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Wentz to throw again. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 31-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Wentz now on first down. And incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up second and 10. Wentz. And that's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last two drives, and now comfort is here. And I think the ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 42. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Back to throw. Love. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's first. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Looking to throw. Love. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And his kick is indeed good. And that'll extend this lead now up to 25. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
You ain't doing nothing.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. And now here is another interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken very short.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! At their own 18-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 24. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots.
short throw pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point up and through, and that will extend this big lead. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. To throw is Wentz. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it's a second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. A big offensive explosion helped leading them